Now, good morning, Northwest. Ukraine launches its biggest ever drone attack on Moscow, just as U.S. and Ukrainian officials meet to begin war talks.
And rainy weather, it's only a few hours away. How long before you'll need the rain gear today in my First Alert forecast?
And they are cropping up everywhere, and no one's fixing them. The reason crews aren't filling those multiplying potholes yet. Just ahead, you're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, March 11th. Welcome to it. We're going to start things off this morning with meteorologist Matt Gray here with a look at your First Alert forecast as we head into kind of a soggy day, it sounds like, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be easy going for a while, but once you get into the evening commute and later, that's when we're going to be looking for that wet weather. So not as sunny today, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the 30s will pop up to the mid-40s and kind of stay there as we head into the afternoon with a light south or south-southwest wind. As you can see, even by about 3, 4 o'clock, still barely a sign of wet weather. But as we get into your evening, that is certainly going to change. So if you have plans to be out and about tonight, definitely bring something that you can take the showers with, as we will see things even beyond 7 o'clock really start to get going. It is going to be a soggy night around the inland Northwest. What are the 4 things you need to know about your weather? And then Wednesday, looking like the wettest day in our extended forecast. Thursday going to be fairly wet as well. Cooler air coming in behind this storm, and that means a chance for some wintry weather even in some of our valleys and lowlands. We'll dig into the extended coming up.
We are following breaking news. This morning, Ukraine launched the biggest drone attack on Russia. Here you can actually see the flames from the drones surrounding the area. Russian officials say their military shot down more than 300 drones, but not before the drones destroyed many buildings and hospitals. We're also told that 2 people were killed and 18 others were injured. This comes right before Ukraine's meeting with U.S. officials in Saudi Arabia. The plan is to discuss ways to end the war with Russia. Ukraine officials are set to bring up the release of more prisoners and a ceasefire covering the Black Sea for safer shipping. As of now, the U.S. has paused all military aid in Ukraine, and Russia has paused all flights and trains coming in and out. I will follow the attack and meeting all morning to keep you updated. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thank you. Breaking news out of North Idaho. A woman died when she crashed her car into a pond near Sandpoint. Idaho State Police says sometime between late Sunday night and early Monday morning, the 43-year-old was driving west on Colburn Culver Road. That's when she went through the intersection at US 95, off the road and into the pond. She died on the scene. Police believe alcohol was a factor. That victim's name will not be released until her family has been notified.
What came in as a domestic violence call turned into a SWAT standoff that went on for hours in the Chief Gary Park neighborhood. Spokane police say that call came in around 1:30 yesterday afternoon from a home near the intersection of Stone and Boone. The caller said the suspect was armed. SPD and SWAT responded to the scene, and officers were able to make contact with the victim, who got out safely. SPD believed the suspect was still inside the home and used drones and robots for hours searching the home. One nearby neighbor said this type of scene isn't normal for this neighborhood.
I just seen a bunch of negotiators and stuff like that come by, you know, guys with guns. Something that's strange, something you don't see every day. I just hope everyone's okay, along with my neighbors and everyone else. I just hope this gets resolved peacefully.
Our cameras got video of SWAT using what looked like tear gas on the home, but the standoff did continue then for hours longer. As of now, we don't know if a suspect was ever arrested. We'll continue to update you with new information as soon as it becomes available. You can check our website, KXLY.com.
A large group of protesters gathered in Spokane's University District right outside of Congressman Michael Baumgartner's office. The people there yesterday said they were protesting issues with the federal government, like the mass layoffs from DOGE, Social Security income, and benefits for veterans. They're planning more protests this weekend.
A lithium battery started a fire that killed 3 puppies at a Spokane animal shelter Saturday. Spokane's executive director, Dory Peck, says the puppies were quarantined in a trailer to be treated for parvo. A Bluetooth speaker was charging in the trailer when its battery exploded, starting the fire.
We'll have to figure it out as we go, but we're hoping to have this done within about a month.
Okay.
So pretty quick. Summer brings us a lot of ringworm with cats, so we will need this building to be able to get our kitties back out here and treat them.
Peck says a quick response from the fire department kept the fire from spreading into other buildings. Well, we see it every year. Rough roads and big potholes are once again taking over streets across our area.
Yeah, and road workers cannot make permanent repairs at this time of the year. That's because the more durable and long-lasting a hot mix asphalt isn't available. Hot mix is a type of asphalt that requires heat, as the name implies. This mix also can't be transported under our current weather conditions because it would cool down too much, making it unusable.
Most plants, I think, are going to open April 1st. Some are a little bit further out.
You can report potholes to your city or county. This helps them locate and fix all those potholes.
Yeah, drive carefully out there. We got a couple more weeks until those are filled, but
some are not great.
They're gnarly.
It is now 5 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray to look at our first alert forecast. A more active radar than we've seen the last couple of days.
More active radar, and especially as we head into this afternoon, things are going to be lighting up on the old radar screen. Same goes for the one on your 4 News Now weather app as well, as we have some very active midweek weather we're tracking coming up here in my forecast.
I'm here at Ferris High School where the stage is being set for Ham on Regal. We're giving you a sneak peek of the 60-second performance coming up.
And the country's highest court will tackle conversion therapy right after the break. Who is behind a push to keep using the controversial therapy to change a child's sexuality?
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
It's the wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row, and that means every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. Find sofas in super soft velvet to stylish, sophisticated lounging, dining groups with gorgeous planked detailing to contemporary two-toned finishes, sleep beds with practical storage to traditional style with casual touches. Save 30% on all Doctor's Choice mattresses or get 60 months no interest. Shop today and save during the wall-to-wall sale only at Furniture Row.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, battling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we love the sound and excitement of winning. So much so that we've paid out over $73 million in 2024. That's a lot of woohoos. That's music to our ears.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now, Hoops in the Desert Gonzaga Tournament coverage is brought to you by BECU.
It is 9 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, the Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case challenging a Colorado law that bans conversion therapy for minors.
That's a practice that aims to change one's sexual orientation or gender identity. Critics, including the American Psychological Association, warn conversion therapy puts children at risk, causing significant distress and negative self-image. The case is being brought by Kaylee Childs, a licensed counselor and practicing Christian. She claims patients voluntarily seek out her services, and that the law banning conversion therapy violates her First Amendment to free speech and free exercise of religion. The case is set to be argued during the court's next term, which begins in the fall.
Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested today by the government he once led. He's accused by an international criminal court of crimes against humanity over his brutal anti-drug crackdown while in office. At least 6,000 people were killed by his orders without trial during that time, and independent monitors believe the number could be much higher. The 79-year-old was taken into custody amid chaotic scenes at Manila's main airport after he returned from Hong Kong.
A judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration's effort to deport a pro-Palestinian activist who is a legal permanent resident. Immigration agents arrested Mohammed Khalil, accusing him of leading activities aligned to Hamas, a designated terrorist organization. Khalil, who was born in Syria, has spearheaded pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University. His lawyer says Khalil is being held at a detention facility in Louisiana. Protesters demanding his release. A hearing is set for tomorrow.
Takeaways in your forecast as we get ready for a busy middle of the week. Showery weather begins tonight and continues for a while. We'll dry out by Thursday, but then colder weather and a chance for some wintry weather this weekend.
An Idaho bill that would require students to be proficient in reading and writing cursive by 5th grade is now heading to Governor Brad Little's desk.
Cursive is already taught in Idaho schools, but this bill would make sure that they are tested on it. Supporters of this bill say cursive has many benefits for students.
Cursive handwriting has shown that it helps kids with reading. It helps them in memorization and in spelling and in language learning and abstract and complex thought process.
Others believe cursive should be left in the past.
We're moving to a different century where Latin is not required, cursive is not required, and we can spend our time and do that, or we can allow people that want to know that.
Now, if signed into law, schools would need to start testing for cursive next school year. And we'll make sure to keep you updated.
Oh, yeah. That's a wild one.
I know. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:12.
A tough time on Wall Street. Your retirement account took a big hit yesterday. Coming up a little later on Good Morning Northwest, how recession fears are shaking up the stock market.
And one of Spokane's most beloved traditions is back. It's showtime for Ham on Regal. We got Allison Martinez live at Ferris High School this morning for a sneak peek and some really fun performances. We got more coming up after this.
4 News Now is brought to you by Schweitzer.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Call Russell and Hill.
All right, he's fixed. Play should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. That was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Call Russell and Hill.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:15. It is almost showtime at Ferris High School. Every year, parents write, direct, and perform a show to raise money for the high school's programs.
And this year's Ham on Regal theme is Ham High, the reunion. Guess who's back? Allison Martinez is live with a look behind the curtain. Allison.
Good morning. It's been so fun getting a little taste of all of these performances. We're here at Ferris High School. I am joined by Rob and Brian this morning, two of the show chairs. Now tell us, how are you feeling? Today's the day where you perform in front of your kids. That's got to be exciting.
Very, very exciting. I can't wait to maybe embarrass them a little bit, but ultimately show off our work that we've put over the last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been seeing dance performances so far, but as you can tell, these ladies are singing this morning. They've got the vocals to match. Now, tell me, this theme for this year is all about a high school reunion. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's the 62nd annual Ham High reunion. It's all things high school reunion, from a redo of the prom to an alumni basketball game to the planning of the event.
Absolutely. And we have the shows this weekend. Where can people go to get more information?
Go to hamonregal.org and you can buy your tickets there. You can also buy tickets at the door. We'll be here all week. Shows start at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Perfect. Well, I want to leave you guys with the sweet sounds of these ladies. So I'm going to send it off here. I'll let you guys take it back in studio whenever you're ready.
Oh, we're not ready.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got to get to the breakdown. Woo! Oh, those are rocking.
So we saw Risky Business earlier. We got some Tina Turner going on here. You never know what you're going to find in Ham on Regal.
Performances start tomorrow. So get out there, support these parents, support the kids. This is awesome.
Oh my gosh. And had all of us kind of rocking and rolling in here.
We're dancing a little bit. We're dancing a little bit.
Yeah, let's see your moves. Oh wait, we all stopped.
No.
No, the camera's on.
No. We're not. I'm not camera ready. I don't know about you. I'm not camera ready for that sort of stuff. Moves. Oh, this is the part where my wife laughs through the television at my dancing. 35 degrees here this morning, and we just saw a few showers very early this morning across North Idaho. Even a little bit of snow in places like Cataldo. That has moved on. Here's most of our day. A few lingering showers at times around places like the Silver Valley. Otherwise, upper 40s, low 50s, mostly cloudy skies. Now, it's not going to be all clouds and dryness today. No. By the time we get to the afternoon, our next weather system is moving in. We'll have some rain moving in here. This is about 7 o'clock here on our forecast radar. Anytime between about 5 and about 8 o'clock, we'll start to see those first sprinkles and showers moving into the I-90 corridor. And then we will see the radar gradually fill in throughout the night. There will be a little bit of a break, especially in central Washington, as we get into the late morning hours on Wednesday. Just don't expect that break to last for very long, because as soon as we get into the afternoon, things start blowing up here again, and we end up with some fairly intense pockets of rain at times for the second half of Wednesday, and we'll continue to see wet weather continue on into Thursday. Snow levels are going to be about 4,000 feet, and that does mean some mountain passes are going to experience some snow. There's some winter storm watch for Ferry County and the Okanagan Highlands. Sherman Pass, by the time we get to midday Thursday, 4 to 8 inches of snow. So travel kind of in and out of Ferry County and across Okanagan County going to be impacted here as we see those slushy, snowy conditions on some of those big roads that go over the high country here. Now, what else are we watching? Well, we're going to see cooler weather starting late Thursday, where we could see a winter mix at the back end of the storm. And then more wet weather is coming for the weekend, and you can kind of see how that plays out here to where we're going to be watching the Saturday and Sunday forecasts very closely. For now, we're putting a wintry mix in, but it's going to depend on the time of day what we get for Saturday, for Sunday. So something to keep in mind while you're making plans.
Well, you know, there is a Zephyr game Saturday at 2. I've got my eye on that. I don't like the sounds of that one.
A soggy Zephyr game.
Soggy
Probably,
and cold.
you know what, might want to dress more. You know?
All right.
Okay, go team. I'll be there.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:20.
The Zags punch their ticket to tonight's WCC championship game against the St. Mary's Gales. We'll have highlights from last night's game against San Francisco next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
The heart work of Joya is that they come in and they don't just see a diagnosis. They don't see a child with Down syndrome. They see a child who is worth investing in, because it's not just about what that child's going to do today or tomorrow. It's about where their life is going to go. Being connected to Joya just gives you a sense that you're not alone. Joya is not just there for Elliot. Joya is there for the whole family.
Oof. Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap, huh?
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one called That's All Guys.
After an accident like this, you deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through. At Craig Swap & Associates, we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts June 17th through 22nd. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:22. 4 of our local teams went down to Vegas for the WCC tournament, and now the Gonzaga men's team is the last one still alive heading into the final day today.
Now, Sports Director Jack Wallace breaks down how the Zags beat the San Francisco Dons to advance to tonight's finals.
Beating a team like San Francisco is not an easy thing to do, but to do it twice in a season, and then how about 3 times in a season? But no, Gonzaga's done it 33 times in a row now. Yeah, that's the number, going way back. And this win on this court in Las Vegas means just that more to get themselves to the WCC championship. They did this avoiding an upset through Michael Ajayi's excellent defense, another Caliph Battle masterclass, and Graham Ike bullying down low, 27 points and 10 boards. Ajayi in battle spoke with his post-game on just how big it is to continue the USF win streak, especially on a stage like Vegas.
Man, it just shows our resilience. We've been through a lot this year, lost a lot of close games, so, this game was a tight margin the whole game, so we had to keep getting stops, keep scoring, keep answering. So I think everybody, who got it, checked into the game made a difference, and that contributed to our win.
Executing the game plan, that's all we did, just having fire in our hearts and playing every game, playing 40 minutes full. So it's just, having heart and playing hard.
So now Gonzaga rides their red-hot stretch into the WCC championship game against the St. Mary's Gales. Yes, their bitter rival, a team that swept the Zags and beat them last time out on this very court. Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit tough to get around now. The Zags and Gales meet right here at 6 o'clock p.m. tonight. So we're going to have more coming up, a preview at 5, and then post-game reactions, highlights. We'll have it all of who gets to punch their ticket to the big dance first. Reporting in Vegas, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
And with Gonzaga playing in the title game today, that's 28 straight appearances in a conference championship game, extending the NCAA record.
Like Jack said, you'll hear from him again tonight at 5, and nightside as we got all things happening down in Las Vegas.
Yes.
A bummer of a day yesterday for the women's teams, too.
I'll say, it's such a bummer. What a great fight for both teams. It was just tough.
Yeah,
tough
for
loss.
sure. But hey, the Seahawks, speaking of another sport here, may have their next franchise quarterback. Seattle has signed former Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold to a 3-year, $100.5 million contract. Darnold led the Vikings to a 14-win playoff appearance year last season with his only 1 year in Minnesota. And the Seahawks also traded DK Metcalf to the Steelers for a second-round pick and 7th-round swap for a 6th-rounder. So should be an interesting season.
Yeah,
with Darnold at the helm.
Wasn't it Matt just said who's he going to throw to? So
yeah.
we'll see what other shenanigans happen.
Yeah.
With signings and such.
That's for sure. Well, before March of 2020, most of us hadn't heard of Zoom bombing, or even Zoom for that matter, other than a setting on our cameras.
Oh, 5 years later, so much of our daily lives has changed. But for some people, their lives have taken a turn they could never have imagined. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Today marks 5 years since COVID-19 was declared a pandemic, and in the half-decade since, we have seen inspiring examples of resilience and self-reflection. For Hunter Rogers in Phoenix, that was his love for making pizza.
It was around COVID when, kind of everybody had a big look in the mirror.
During that time, Hunter started experimenting with how to serve up a mean pie. And fast forward 5 years, he's just opened up a unique restaurant called Pizza to the Rescue, which donates 25% of its pizza sales to the dog rescue next door. That rescue was founded by his now fiancée. Meanwhile, for Aiden Muse and his now viral chickens in Wisconsin, the shutdown suddenly brought him his life's biggest hobby and passion.
When COVID hit, my mom and dad bought me a banjo just to bring a little bit of happiness into my life.
Aiden had plenty of time to practice, and 5 years later, he is touring the country as an internet-famous banjo prodigy. He usually leaves the chickens at home, though. And then in California, necessity became the mother of reinvention.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
When the Sacramento History Museum had to close its doors in the shutdown, its social media manager turned to its then 83-year-old volunteer who ran its nearly 200-year-old printing press.
And you said, what's TikTok?
Howard's printing tutorials quickly went viral, leading to the museum becoming the most followed museum on TikTok in the world with nearly 3 million followers.
We have a cut here.
Of course, I'm sure these three folks still wish the shutdown never happened. But stories like these, where people could find silver linings in a dark time, will serve as part of the pandemic's legacy.
But a lot of people will say, aren't you that guy? And I said, yep.
By the way, our guy Howard is still going strong in Sacramento, 87 years old now, and just taught everyone how to print a clock for daylight saving time, so you didn't forget to move the clocks. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Wow, 5 years.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah, and so much of our lives we could have never imagined where we are.
For better, for worse, lots of different areas.
Exactly. Your time is now 6:28.
Well, this morning, confusion and concern on Wall Street as stocks take a massive tumble and new tariffs go into effect this week. But could a recession be on the horizon for Americans? We got Hannah Joy at the Breaking Now desk with what experts are predicting.
Plus, the state of Washington suing Adams County. What the state says the sheriff's office did when it came to immigration enforcement. That's next.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Alpha Omega Tours.
From solid wood cabinets to designer patterned carpets and Italian-made tiles for exotic looks, Brothers Flooring and Design in Spokane and Post Falls has been helping homeowners discover fun, new products to remodel and improve their kitchens, bedrooms, and bathrooms for almost 10 years.
At Brothers Flooring and Design, we don't want you just to like your floors, we want you to love them.
At Brothers Flooring, we make it beautiful.
4 News Now and STCU are proud to continue highlighting volunteers who go above and beyond with their efforts. STCU Volunteers Count is a project that awards groups and individuals who take volunteering to the next level, donating personal time and financial support to local nonprofits. The winning volunteers will be awarded a grant courtesy of STCU to help further their efforts, and then we'll tell their story. If you know of a local volunteer who deserves recognition, nominate them at KXLY.com.
Chiefs on the offensive. Preston a shot, and he scores! Preston from the left circle, and it's 2-0 Spokane.
Saturday, March 15th at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it's the Miller Lite St. Patty's Day Jersey Sweepstakes. Your Spokane Chiefs play the Tri-City Americans. The Chiefs wear specialty St. Patrick's Day jerseys will auction off that night to benefit Big Table. The Chiefs St. Patty's Day Jersey Sweepstakes presented by Miller Lite. Saturday, March 15th. Get more information and tickets at SpokaneChiefs.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:30, and we're kicking things off with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are reading about online this morning.
The stock market's just opening up this morning following big drops yesterday. Fears around President Trump's tariffs and the possibility of a government shutdown, sending the Nasdaq plummeting 4% in Monday's trading. That was its worst single day since September of 2022. The S&P heads into today after dropping 2.7%, and the Dow closed down nearly 900 points, or 2.1%. This is a live look at what's happening on the New York Stock Exchange right now.
Eric and Lyle Menendez's chances of getting parole just took a big hit. LA County District Attorney Nathan Hodgman says he won't support the brothers' efforts to be released from prison. He says it's because he believes they've been lying for decades about the 1989 murders of their parents being in self-defense. The court can still proceed with the resentencing hearing scheduled to begin next week, but opposition from the DA threatens to stop the strong momentum driving the brothers' latest bid for freedom.
And Southwest Airlines is ending its most recognizable perk, free checked bags. For tickets purchased on or after May 28th, all but customers in the top tier fare class will have to pay. Frequent flyers like A-List or A-List Preferred members will still get either 1 or 2 free checked bags, respectively. It's the latest in a string of massive strategy changes at Southwest as its performance has fallen behind rivals.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, March 11th. We want to check in with Matt Gray, getting you started with your first alert forecast.
All right. And we're getting started out dry so far here on Tuesday morning. Mid-30s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene under mostly cloudy skies. Now, we did see a few showers very early this morning, even produced a little bit of snow in the Silver Valley. But that wet weather has moved on pretty quickly. And so very shortly here in the next hour, we're going to be sweeping clean on our live Doppler radar. Now, that is not going to last all day. We are going to see things begin to head in the other direction as a much larger storm system moves in starting tonight. So you should be good for most of the day. You can make your lunch plans, not have to worry about wet weather. But as we get into the afternoon and the dinner hour and beyond, we're going to see that rain begin to spread across the inland Northwest. I'll take you through the timeline through this weather system and what else you can expect in your extended forecast after this.
Matt, thanks. This morning, President Trump's tariffs are causing more confusion and concern on Wall Street.
It comes as new tariffs on steel and aluminum are set to go into effect tomorrow. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. Hannah, the stock market, as we've been talking about, suffered its worst day since 2022. What else can you tell us about it?
That's right, Robin. Just yesterday, the stock market dropped 900 points. And still, like I mentioned yesterday, the president is not ruling out the possibility that we could go into a recession.
If the U.S. imposes tariffs to the degree that the president has been talking about and maintains them for more than a few months, I think a recession will be unavoidable.
This comes after Trump started imposing tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. Now in Washington, some Republicans agree with Trump and his decision on tariffs. They say he's bringing back American jobs.
Everybody relax. It's going to be okay.
So, starting tomorrow, like Robin mentioned, tariffs on steel and aluminum are set to go in effect. That means by Memorial Day, you will be paying more for everything, including groceries and cars. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
All right, we want to take a live look now at the Dow Jones Industrial. The New York Stock Exchange showing it's down 160 points, fluttering right around there in early trading. Lawmakers in Boise are trying to come up with solutions to our child care crisis. One option would cut back on state requirements for child care businesses. One of those would eliminate child-to-provider ratios. But some child safety advocates say that is a safety issue, and it could put children's lives at risk.
There is plenty of research showing that if ratios become too flexible or are not followed, children experience increased rates of abuse, neglect, and fatalities.
Supporters say it'll help increase availability of child care spots so parents don't have to put their lives on hold.
More than 90% of parents rely on a family member for at least some child care. At least about 1/2 of parents reported missing work due to child care issues. 23% of parents postpone school or training due to child care issues.
The bill needs to make it out of the Senate before it lands on Governor Brad Little's desk.
In news around the nation this morning, police across the U.S. are investigating a series of attacks on Tesla showrooms, charging stations, and Tesla vehicles. Officials say this is likely linked to the backlash against the company's owner, Elon Musk. Musk's involvement with the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has slashed tens of thousands of federal jobs over the past few weeks. While many peaceful protests have taken place at some Tesla locations, there's also widespread reports of vandalism. Tesla recently reported its first drop in annual sales in its history.
Washington is suing Adams County over immigration enforcement. The lawsuit states that Adams County and the Adams County Sheriff's Office have been breaking Washington law by helping federal officials enforce immigration laws. This violates the Keep Washington Working Act, which was enacted in 2019 and puts restrictions on how law enforcement agencies can help federal officials.
The fact is the legislature passed a statewide law. It puts certain mandates on local jurisdictions. And what we've seen is Adams County violate that law. And that has real impact on people and their rights and liberties as well.
We reached out to the Adams County Sheriff's Office and did not receive a response. It did post a statement on Facebook saying, "We do not enforce federal immigration law, but we will also not turn a blind eye to criminal activity," and that the state's restrictions ties the hands of local law enforcement. We also called the Adams County commissioners and were told they could not comment and all statements would come from the county's legal team. Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:37.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray as he's taking a look at those roads. Lookout Pass, seeing some snow?
A little bit of snow still lingering out there. That should clear up here shortly. Misty morning as well in Wallace, where we also saw some snow flurries this morning. We have a chance for perhaps more than flurries in your extended forecast. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Also ahead, federal budget cuts could strip free meals from hundreds of thousands of students in Washington. What's at stake? Find out next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Introducing, representing Cal Cars. Here to sell the best lineup of trucks in the region, Spike the Bulldog.
Yeah, he's a super dog. Happy anniversary. It's been 1 year since Mistaqua Casino Hotel opened its hotel, restaurant, and event center doors. And we thank you for staying and playing at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah, Washington. Relax in our comfortable hotel and indulge in wonderful dining at our hotel, restaurant, and casino cafe. Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world.
but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell & Hill. The advice is free.
Our team will review your case at no charge and let you know how best to proceed.
And if you decide you do need a lawyer,
remember, we win your case or it's free.
Russell & Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
We're on with what's new this morning. What's happening now.
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now and next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
It is now 6:40. Welcome back. Some federal budget proposals are alarming Washington lawmakers.
They're putting access to free food for hundreds of thousands of students across the state in the crosshairs. Albert James shows us what's being considered and how it squares with state proposals to extend access to free school meals.
Student nutrition advocacy groups have raised concerns about the federal government cutting funding for school food programs. The School Nutrition Association says $660 million in funding from the USDA's Local Food for Schools program has been terminated, hurting efforts to get healthy, locally produced foods to schools and child care providers. The organization is also warning of proposed cuts to the community eligibility provision, which provides free school meals to all students at schools with high poverty levels. They say Congress is considering raising the eligibility threshold from 25% school poverty to 60%, cutting 12 million students nationwide out of the program. Speaking to the Seattle Times, the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction estimates 475,000 students could be impacted by the change, calling the move, quote, disastrous and confusing for families. The fears around reduced free school meal access comes as the legislature this year considered expanding the benefit to make it available for all students regardless of age or income.
We talk a lot about academic success, test scores here. We know none of that is attainable if a kid's got issues with being hungry in school.
Some lawmakers question how the state could afford the expansion in light of a projected multi-billion-dollar budget shortfall. Proposals in the Senate and House didn't advance before key deadlines last month, casting a shadow on its chances of becoming law this year. However, the Times reports Governor Bob Ferguson's office is still working with legislators about expanding free meal access, with a spokesperson saying it's especially important in light of proposed federal cuts. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
Takeaways today in your forecast. We're going to be showery tonight, and then it's going to be wet for a little while. By Thursday night, we'll start to dry out again. Colder and a chance for some snow even this weekend.
Matt, thanks so much. It's now 6:42.
It's that time of year again. Ham on Regal is back at Ferris. We got Allison Martinez live with how parents are getting their dancing shoes ready to rock.
It is almost showtime here at Ferris High School. We'll give you a sneak peek of what these parents have been working so hard on coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
From London to New York and around the world, from the stage to the big screen, the worldwide phenomenon returns. The original, record-breaking production returns to Spokane. Mamma Mia! Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Fall in love all over again with Mamma Mia. Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts June 17th through 22nd. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Do you have a favorite high school athlete that deserves special recognition? Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite female and male athlete. Each winner will receive Papa Murphy's Pizza for a whole month. 4 News Now, Player of the Month. Brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP, and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Fred Meyer Boost makes saving easy with 2 times fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and your choice of Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN Plus on us. Discover all the easy ways to save when you enroll in Boost today. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
It is now 6:45. Right now, parents are getting ready for center stage for Ham on Regal.
Every year, parents write, direct, and perform a show to raise money for all of Ferris High School programs. Now, this year's theme, Ham High, the reunion, Guess Who's Back? And we have Allison Martinez, who's been live at Ferris High School all morning for us for a look behind the scenes at some of these amazing performances. Allison, how's it going?
Good morning. I am so impressed by these parents. They are just killing it in all of these numbers. I have Shanti and Heather joining me this morning, 2 of the show chairs. Thank you so much for being with us. What does the preparation look like for something like this? These people have beautiful voices behind me.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. The talent is extraordinary with the 200 dedicated parents, and the preparation actually begins a year in advance for many of our committees, as well as then the season itself kicks off January.
And quickly, why should people attend?
It's a great show, and it's a great fundraiser for the high school. Every classroom and program benefits from Ham on Regal.
Absolutely. Now, I want everyone at home to be able to hear these vocals, so I'm going to send it off to them to take it away.
We got dancing, we got singing. So much talent out of these parents.
It's so fun. I know some of those people. Who knew they had such talent?
I know, and you can go see it live. Performances start tomorrow.
And the students get to watch their parents today. I can't imagine how much fun that must be.
I know. A little embarrassing probably for some of them, but they'd love it. It's a good memory.
Parents are ready to take a bunch of guff from their kids.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Love it.
The way it is. Oh my
Hey, it's a group activity. They're doing it all together, right? So all the kids get to experience it together. All the parents get to experience it.
200 parents, too.
It's so impressive that
so
they
awesome.
do that.
So impressive.
Yeah.
Super awesome. That'll be fun. All right, so let's talk about the weather here because we've got some calm conditions for most of the daytime. It's when we get to the evening where things get a little more interesting in your forecast. Temperatures right now in the mid-30s. Did see a few snow flurries this morning on Lookout Pass. Temperatures there right about 30 degrees. We've got some 20s up north. Here are your highs for today. We'll be in the upper 40s. A few lingering showers at times across many of our North Idaho mountains in the central panhandle. Here's how things play out for the day. Pretty quiet for most of it, but then the first round of rain from this new weather system begins to move in as we head towards 5, 6, 7 o'clock around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Further south, it'll get there earlier. It'll be wet throughout the night. We'll see a little break here, especially in central Washington, heading into midday Wednesday. But as you can see here, as we fast forward to about 6 p.m. on Wednesday, it is not going to last very long. So it is going to be a soggy day, and you need to make sure you've got the rain gear handy because it could show up just about any time over the course of Wednesday. Also through Wednesday and Thursday, a winter storm watch for Ferry County and the Okanagan Highlands. As you can see, there is going to be some snow on many areas on our passes and high spots along Highway 20 in particular in this area. That will slow you down as far as travel goes. Speaking of snow, let's talk about our snow levels, which are going to drop quite a bit heading into the end of Thursday. That means the wet weather on the back end of Thursday could turn into a wintry mix in some of our valley locations. Not too worried, however, about accumulating snowfall until we start to get into the weekend, where there at least is a possibility. Some clearing skies on Thursday for a lunar eclipse, so we have a good chance of seeing that with a brief break in the weather. But especially for Saturday and Sunday, it's really going to depend on the time of day, what kind of precipitation you receive. The trend has been, especially for Sunday morning, for it to get a little busy, and that could mean a snowy start to the second half of your weekend. So we'll see how things play out, but certainly something to watch for your plans coming up.
Oh, boy. Some inside plans for this weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:50.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on this Tuesday morning. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
Hey, Rob, let's gear up and go this year.
Try searching, fishing, and hunting.
I know where I'm going, yeah.
Let's go.
This year, the outdoors is unleashed at the Big Horn Show, March 20th through 23rd at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Veterans, first responders, and military enjoy $7 tickets on Hero Day, plus a free Dave Bray USA concert. On Family Day, kids are free. Get tickets at bighornshow.com. Presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at wagrant.org.
For March only, buy one window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. Schedule your complimentary consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray tracking a cloudy day and some rain moving in.
Allison Martinez is live giving us a behind-the-scenes look at this year's Ham on Rico performance at Ferris High School.
But first, Hannah Joy's in the studio with breaking news on Ukraine launching its biggest ever drone attack on Russia.
That's right, Robin. Russian officials say their military shot down more than 300 drones, but not before the drones destroyed many buildings and hospitals. We're told 2 people were killed and 18 others were injured. This comes right before Ukraine's meeting with U.S. officials in Saudi Arabia. The plan is to discuss ways to end the war with Russia. For updates on that meeting, tune in to Good Morning America.
Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. this morning. We're set to learn more about January's plane crash between an American Airlines flight and a military helicopter. The National Transportation Safety Board is holding a media briefing this morning at 11 o'clock our time. The crash killed all 67 people on board the plane and 3 soldiers on the helicopter. We will stream the briefing on KXLY Plus and KXLY.com.
We're following more breaking news overnight out of North Idaho. A woman died when she crashed her car into a pond near Sandpoint. Idaho State Police say it happened sometime between late Sunday night and early Monday morning. The 43-year-old was driving west on Culver Road. That's when she went through the intersection at US 95, off the road and into a pond. She died at the scene. Police believe alcohol was a factor. The victim's name will not be released until the family is notified.
We are seeing calm conditions, at least for this morning, after a couple of showers very early this morning. Temperatures in the 30s will get into the mid-40s with mostly cloudy skies for this afternoon. Some changes begin as we get into your evening commute. Our chances for rain go up as the next weather system moves in. It will be a soggy night around the inland northwest with more rain to come on Wednesday and Thursday.
But we see it every year. Rough roads and big potholes once again take over streets across the area. Road workers can't make permanent repairs at this time of year. That's because the more durable and long-lasting hot mix asphalt isn't available. Hot mix is a type of asphalt that requires heat. This mix also cannot be transported under our current weather conditions. You can report potholes to your city or your county.
The stage is being set for the 62nd annual Ham on Regal performance. You can hear they're getting ready. They're getting excited to perform in front of their kids today. For the past few months, parents have been writing, directing, choreographing, and training to put on a performance here at Ferris High School. And all of the money raised goes to support various programs here at the school. Performances today are for the kids, but you can catch them Wednesday through Sunday for the public. We'll have more information on our website, KXLY.com.
What came in as a domestic violence call turned into a SWAT standoff that went on for hours in the Chief Gary neighborhood. Spokane police say that call came in yesterday around 1:30 in the afternoon from a home near the intersection of Stone and Boone. SPD and SWAT responded to the scene, and officers were able to make contact with the victim. SPD believed the suspect was still in the home and used drones and robots for hours searching it. As of right now, we don't know if any suspect was ever arrested, but we will continue to update you with new information on our website, KXLY.com.
Washington State is suing Adams County over immigration enforcement. The lawsuit states that Adams County and the Adams County Sheriff's Office have been breaking Washington law by helping federal officials enforce immigration laws. We reached out to the Adams County Sheriff's Office and did not receive a response. It did, however, post a statement on Facebook in part saying, "We do not enforce federal immigration law, but we will also not turn a blind eye to criminal activity." We also called the Adams County commissioners and were told all statements would come from the county's legal team.
A large group of protesters gathered in Spokane's University District right outside of Congressman Michael Baumgartner's office. The people there yesterday said they were protesting issues with the federal government, like mass layoffs from DOJ, Social Security income, and benefits for veterans. They are planning more protests this weekend.
Stock market's just opening this morning following some big drops yesterday. Right now, the Dow is down about 160 points on early trading. You see it fluctuating right there. Fears around President Trump's tariffs and the possibility of a government shutdown sending the Nasdaq plummeting 4% in Monday trading. That was its worst single day since September of 2022. The Dow closed down nearly 900 points or 2.1% yesterday.
And we'll be back with a final check of our forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray. That's coming up right after this commercial break.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service
Fast, reliable, and friendly.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
All right, getting a start here this morning across downtown Spokane. Cloudy skies will stay that way through the rest of the day. Overall, though, another round of dry weather, which I think will be looks very favorably upon. Goodness, can't say anything. Once we get later on into this week, it's going to be pretty soggy tonight and Wednesday, Thursday. Some rain and probably some sort of winter graupel mix as well. And then this weekend with lots of activities with St. Patrick's Day on Monday. Not looking as nice as it was last year, Robin.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in this morning to Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we were just talking about how beautiful it was last St. Patty's Day, not this year. We'll see it throughout GMA.